Hello there, world of tankers, I'm Blitz, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Object 704. This, of course, is the Tier 9 Russian tech tree tank destroyer, right after the most beloved Tier 8 TD in the game, the ISU-152. Now, both of these vehicles carry the exact same gun, the BL-10. They have almost identical statistics. Now, the Object 704 has a teeny bit more damage per minute, like 80, and not only does it have a little bit more damage per minute, but it also has a little bit more aiming time and better dispersion. But overall, it's almost like you're grabbing the same gun off the ISU and just bringing it up a tier, which a lot of people say isn't necessarily the best thing. But the thing is already that the ISU gun is crazy. It's got damage per minute, it's got penetration, it's got the Alpha 640, and the Object 704 goes up a tier, and it takes all the bad attributes. It takes the extremely low hit points, it takes the really, really poor armor on the front and the sides, and it turns it into this really fun Tier 9 vehicle. The frontal armor is about 220 millimeters thick. Now, that's of course not spectacular. It means that, you know, most Tier 8s, most Tier 9s, and Tier 10s are easily going to be getting right through your frontal armor, even with standard shells. But it's just, it actually works sometimes. You know, occasionally you'll get the ricochet on the front. You've also got that massive mantlet that ricochets a lot of shells. The side armor, as you can see, has got all these weird angles all over it. And in fact, this is one of the trollest and hardest tanks to pen in the side, because you think, oh, I'll just shoot it right on the side, it's flat. And then for some reason, it ricochets right off, and it's the most annoying thing on the planet. So the the Object 704 is a super fun vehicle to run. I actually think it's based off of the IS-3 hull. As you can take a look on the back here, if we go pull up the IS-3, you'll notice that they're pretty dang similar. If I can find my IS-3, where is it? You'll notice that the back of the Object 704 and the IS-3 are pretty dang similar looking vehicles. So just one thing I want to point out there. But of course, in today's video, enough about jibber jabber. Let's get straight into some gameplay, talk about the vehicle as I normally do, and let's see how it works out. So as always, if you enjoy this type of content, please make sure to smash that subscribe button down below. It really does help out the channel. But pretty quickly loading into a game here, and this is actually one of the worst possible maps to get on, which is Himmelsdorf, but thankfully we are in a pretty solid matchup. So the nice thing is, when you're up tiered, this vehicle is super deadly, because as I said, it's kind of like an ISU, just a tier higher. So you've got better armor. It's actually a pretty mobile tank as well. It's not super mobile, but you can see here that it actually is, you know, turning speed not too bad. You're not really gonna have to worry about being flanked by mediums. Not only that, but it's able to get up to a top speed, I think, of around 35-40 kilometers per hour, so not too bad either there. Looks like it goes about 36 kilometers per hour, so it's not bad. And one of the best things that this tank's really good at is on movement dispersion. You can see here that the gun really isn't that large of an aiming circle, judging that I'm literally going to deal half the hit points of any Tier 8 vehicle in the game, and even Tier 10s I'm taking a quarter off of their hit points with a singular shell. So we've got the ST1 right on the side there, who I would love to slap right with, but of course, also at the same time, I don't want to be hit myself. Now, not really sure what would shoot me for that. That would be the FB301 if I'm correct. But we also got the Pantera, some other vehicles right off the bat. So not sure if like the T-54 really wants to play, but there you go. Nice little tap right into the T-54. And that's already a pretty damaging shot. So as you can see, the gun is accurate. And of course, the penetration is through the roof on the standard. So I was easily able to penetrate that guy right through. Like the FB301 there, as I said, the frontal armor is quite good. And yeah, that guy learned his lesson for trying to trade with an Object 704, so it's going pretty dang well, to be honest. And you can see the reload is pretty dang impressive, able to reload in just 12.7 seconds. And let's see if we can get maybe a shot into this ST1. Actually, that guy is stock, but actually, you know what? I'm surprised how thick a stock ST1 butt is. So not too bad there. Nice little tap into him, and of course we're going to see if we can get one more out. So in just 2 more seconds, we're going to reload and fire. Here we go. Yes, another nice tap. A little bit of a low roll, but you can see this game we have demolished the enemy team already, and that's why I love the vehicle. It's just because the gun is so crazy that it is mounted on it. Now we've got the butt of an IS-5, and oh, I really wanted to get that HE in, but even without the HE penetrating, that's still quite a bit of damage. We're already sitting at 3,000. This poor WT, yeah, he's in a bit of a predicament here, but you know what? We're still going to try and tap a standard shell right into this IS-5's roof if we can. You know what? There we go. Nice little tap. I'll even take the trade with this WT because, of course, he has to max roll me to finish me off. So let's go see if we can just rush this guy here. Would you like to play with me, WT? So here we go. Let's pull up, get a nice HE right on the guy. I don't want to hit his gun, so there we go. Nice little tap. Hopefully my standard B does pretty good. Yes, he knows what HE is, and yeah, this was a pretty solid game, almost 5,000 damage dealt, and all that's left, of course, is this IS-8, who, if we got lucky, nah, I was like, there's no way we're going to hit that shot. But, as you can see, we did bounce 1 or 2 shots this battle. We did get sprayed a lot, but we did a really solid effort, almost 5,000 damage. But I'm not sure if that's going to be a mastery, which it is not, as you can see, only a 2nd class, and that just proves my point, that this is a super solid tank. And the reason I wanted to make this video is because a lot of people give the ISU a lot of clout. They say it's a spectacular tank, which it is, and that it's super, super strong. And everybody really just kind of shrugs off the 704. They say, nah, has the same gun as the ISU, not as good. But in my opinion, the 704 is better than the ISU. And the reason, of course, as I said, is first of all, you don't get the ability to be 2-shot. You know, tier 8 vehicles deal about the same damage as tier 9 and 10 tanks. Like that mouse is dealing 460. A VK100 is dealing 460. So you're going up tiers, but at the same time, you're gaining hit points and armor where vehicles are still dealing very similar damage per minute, and as well are dealing very similar damage per shot. So I'm going to be pushing right into this bush up here. This is one of my favorite spots. A lot of people say don't go here because if the mediums flank or, you know, the heavies push too aggressive, you can get detected and killed, but I like this spot because, of course, it is a bush. I've concealed fire, or at least for the first shot, and that's always something that's pretty dang nice. Now, that was not a great shot. I was kind of late there on the reaction time, but even then, we did get detected, so I'm going to back up so we don't get hit. I would love, though, to get a shot into maybe like that T92. What if that guy pulls back up? Come on, dude, you know you want to. Or not, you know, either works. But over here, this is where we got quite a bit of deadly vehicles. We got the mouse, which we cannot penetrate unless we load the premium, and ooh, very unlucky shot there. Just not hitting the mouse, and also my Sheridan kind of messing up that missile there. So I do know, though, that the nice thing is we actually out-reload the mouse. So we're going to aim in right on his turret cheek and fire. There you go. Nice little tap in the turret cheek. As I always say, this thing's gun is pretty dang accurate. Now, sadly, we did get hit right in the roof, which I kind of expected, but that's not the end of the planet. We've still out-traded that mouse pretty dang nicely. So we also got the, that's not the object. I was going to say the object. That is the Yag Tiger. So we're going to see if we can maybe get a shot into this Yag if he does end up pulling forwards. I would love to if he would, but doesn't look like he wants to necessarily right off the bat. We also got the mouse over here to the side, so now I'm going to push in a little bit more aggressive, of course, because there's nobody that's going to be able to spot me. Ooh, I see a T92U1. That is a target I, of course, would love to get a shot right into. I doubt we're going to be able to because we did get detected, of course, but you know what? We also got the 57 Heavy off to the side here. I bet these guys are going to be pushing quite aggressive. There we go. Nice tap right into that mouse for, again, another 600 hit points. And we are just going to try and tear apart this poor mouse. Now, we did get hit by that Yag Tiger, a vehicle that is quite deadly. Nailed us pretty dang hard. And yeah, I don't necessarily want to trade with that Yag. It's got a ridiculous amount of damage per minute, of course. It's got a lot of things going for it. But the main thing is you never want to trade with DPM. And there you go. That Yag just managing to slam one more shot right into our vehicle. So now I am a one-shot. Not something I really am fond of being. So, ooh, we got the mouse's turret. Come on, aim. Yes, there you go. Nice little tap right into the mouse, and we're probably gonna die. You know what? We're not dead yet, but just finished off by the Yag. Now, of course, you can see the team. Yeah, they didn't do the best. We did the best we could, and, you know, the first game definitely made up for it with over literally 5,000 damage dealt there, but this game, we still were able to finish off literally a full health mouse. We did 2,400 damage. It wasn't anything to be bad about, and, you know, sadly, just the medium flank won, and so I had to run away. As you saw, not everything ends perfectly well, but of course, that's how Blitz is. You don't win every battle, but as I always say, if you make your victories count, pretty good, and if you make your victories, not your victories, your defeats pretty dang good, then overall you're going to be sitting very nice in your games. So I always try, if I'm noticing we're going to lose, to get out those really beefy shots like the ones on the mouse. So let me know what you guys think, of course, in the comments down below. If you agree with my opinion on the Object 704, if it being a super solid tier 9 tank destroyer. And the thing is, of course, that the Object 268 is by far the best tier 10 TD in the game. It's not only because it's got great mobility, it's also got super troll frontal armor. Not only does it have that super troll frontal armor, the gun is stupid accurate. 0.299 dispersion. That's literally more than tier 10 medium tanks. Its aiming time is also ridiculously good. Standard pen 318, the premium 418. So pretty much everything on the Object 268 is just spectacular. It's like all of these vehicles, to be honest, are great that start off at tier 8. It's the same gun, then you go to the 704. I actually think that the whole line is super fun and engaging to play. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below if you agree with me or you disagree. But if you haven't gone for the 268 already, definitely suggest to go for it if you are definitely a newer player to the game. But other than that, I hope you're all doing well out there. Stay happy, stay healthy, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.